Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'm here to share one of the best experiences I've ever had in my entire life with this brand new series, The Road to Metal Gear Solid 5, with the Phantom Pain nearing upon us in at least the next year or so. I thought it'd be a good idea to play the entire Metal Gear Solid series all the way up until where the Phantom Pain shall begin. And in order to do that, I'm going to be playing all the Solid games in the order of their release. Not the order of their times chronologically, just the order of their release. So, starting with... Are you kidding me? Starting with Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation 1, came out in 1998, and revolutionized the gaming industry in a way that I don't think any other game really has, other than maybe some RPGs you can note. But yeah, this game blew everyone's minds with how amazing it was. The story was so well, I can't say it was complex, because it was kind of had the same story as like an 80s film, which... No, I want my memory card. It kind of had the same story like in an 80s action flick, but a good 80s action flick. So, as soon as I get my memory card, there we go. And I am going to be staying silent for most of the cutscenes, as if you haven't played Metal Gear Solid, I want this to be the series that gets you in the know about the entire series, and then once Metal Gear Solid 5 comes up, you'll be ready. You'll know everything there is to know that you haven't played the games. If you haven't played them, this is a good place to learn about them. Go and buy them yourselves. You can go buy the Legacy Collection, play all of them. But I hope that this gives you some insight into how I play and what kind of experiences I've had with the game.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by Codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the Codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the Codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The Codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Game just throws us right in. Alright, I don't know how I want to do this, since it's sort of easier to play with the directional pad, but you can play with the analog stick. You just gotta change it in the PlayStation options. Alright. I don't remember everything there is about this game, all the secrets and nuances and stuff like that. Though, if I do remember some stuff, I'll try and get it done. Depends what it is. Nothing else over here, I guess. Alright, this is going to be a run that's going to try and not kill as many people as I can. I'm going to try and be lenient, or, you know, I know how to crawl. That's like the very first thing, like, do you need to know how to crawl, Snake? No, I'm good. I can handle it. I know controls are gonna be the one thing that gets me, if anything, so... Is there peeking? I don't think there... Yeah, I think peeking around corners came in Metal Gear Solid 2. Alright. Upper right corner, they're gonna explain this later, but the upper right corner is our Soliton radar system. Shows you all the enemies and the directions they're looking, which is their field of vision. And running through that puddle of water just made noise, but I knew I could run to the forklift, so I was okay. Alright. And there aren't any water footprints in this game, I believe. There's only snow footprints, so that's why he didn't have a trail to follow me to. But now we can just hang out here since we have to wait for the elevator to come down. eventually. It takes a little while since I don't think they really expected anyone to get over here that quickly since they're going to be getting acclimated to the game, but here it comes. I believe there's a guard going to get off of that elevator, so I gotta stay here for a second. Yep, here he comes. He's gonna break his neck, like everyone does when they try and crack their neck. Instead, it looks like they're snapping their necks completely. Alright, and we made it. So, that's a personal victory. Didn't get caught in the very first area of the game.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Things done. While that was going on, my fat PS3, yes, I have one of the original fat ones, just decided, hey, I'm gonna make my fan be the loudest it can be. So hopefully, in the editing, I will be able to, you know, cut out that noise a little bit. But now we're finally playing. Do not walk off that edge. If you walk off the edge, you will die there, and that's pretty embarrassing. One of the things to remember in Metal Gear Solid 1 is, though it was very innovative for its time, there are certain factors that you gotta remember that make this game a lot easier than it may seem. One of those is, guards can only hear your footsteps if you're walking on puddles or metal grates. They can see your footprints if you leave them in the snow, but they cannot hear them, so helpful hint. Helpful hint. Gotta wait for this cutscene to play. Oh, or I can just skip it. I don't need to hear with the surveillance camera. Yes, as they said in the cutscene, there are two ways to go. There was a little room over there that had a lot of grenades and stuff that would help out, but we can get all of those later on anyway, so not that important to have now. What I did want to get was the SOCOM, because I don't know if it appears later on someplace. I think it appears like it's mandatory for you to get it at one point, but you know, otherwise it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, just break your neck, buddy. Alright. Just gotta wait for him to go back. I don't think this area here actually counts as a grate. It's just a platform, so he won't hear if we start running around. He'd just be able to see us, so gotta be wary of that. that was not the duct. This is the duct. And that call is not important. But we are going to get one in here, so that one is important. Alright, gotta remember how the air ducts work. It's really cramped and the lighting isn't the best.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Right now, since in this game, oh, never mind, they actually do keep his codec in here. There are some characters that you call later on that, unless you recall them the second time, or once you hear about their frequency, and you don't call them, just because we called them now, that's why he's in our book, but there are some characters that you receive their frequency later. If you don't call them, the game doesn't put it in the callbook for you, so you gotta actually call them at that point. Just a thing to remember.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Huh. I thought they were gonna play that second cutscene. Well, I think that might be for another route, but I guess if you take the route on the bottom instead of that one, you get another cutscene where they talk about a man who's killed about 3 soldiers in here, and then he's also using stealth, but the way they say it, it makes it sound like he's just sneaking like we are. What they're actually talking about is stealth camouflage, which is an optical camouflage, which hides you from person's views. You know, they can't see you because of the bends light around you. Yes, I know what the action button is. I can go down the ladder. That's all they were going to tell me in that call. Alright, finally inside. Now, this is your main hub for a long while. Shaft, always helpful. Our goal is to use the elevator to get down to the first floor, like we said in the call. It's weird with the D-pad. Like, to sneak along the wall, you have to push up and down on the D-pad. It's kind of awkward. I mean, it's not unbearable, but kind of weird. How do I want to do this? I don't know what's actually there. I know there's an item there. I can afford to use some chaff. Chaff is very plentiful in this game, so if you want to use it, you can afford to. And you get thermal goggles, so I don't have to come back for them later. Or at least I don't have to find them later. No one's on the first floor at the very beginning, so coast is clear. I don't need a gun right now. Is there no click? Oh, the quick select is on the L1 and R1. I didn't know that. It's been a while. Can I open this door? Nope, I need a key card. Alright, so I'm gonna wait for that camera to turn around. Alright, I hope I don't goof this up. Right, anyone here? Oh, there's one guy down there, but I don't think he can actually see me since I'm elevated. Right, gonna make it go for it. Oh, action button. I was just saying I know how to use the action button and I messed it up. Right. First floor. And that guard didn't see one bit of that. Great.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Discovery of the DARPA chief comes a lot of cutscenes and important information, so I'm going to end this part here. Thank you guys for watching the first part of The Road to Metal Gear Solid 5, Metal Gear Solid 1, Part 1. I don't know how I'm actually going to title this, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come for the next part and learn more about how great Metal Gear Solid 1 was. And I hope you see you guys next time. See ya!